Hello my darlings, my name is Victoria and this is Veritas Tarot. I'm going to be doing your monthly readings, monthly soulmate reading for August Capricorn today. And we're going to look at what's in your headspace, what's in your heart space, your soulmate's head and heart space, their intentions towards you. We're then going to pull a throwing at the spanner in the works card, which is an English expression, which basically means obstacles and things that might be in your way at the moment with regards to your soulmate. We're then going to do another English expression called pull your socks up card from Spirit, which is that sort of Spirit telling you, how amazing you are, what you have in your life, about being grateful in your life, maybe just some things that you have overlooked in your life they want to draw attention to. Then we're going to look at the near future for you, and then we're going to pull some love messages and a couple of oracle cards for you as well. All of the decks I'm using today have a sort of gold theme to them, hence my golden nuggets of wisdom from Spirit. And we have my golden art Nouveau tarot, which is just beautiful and given to me by a wonderful friend, Nicola, who's a Reiki master from Ikigai Reiki. So please do check her out on my website under Trusted Healing Sources. If you're interested in Reiki, she's amazing. And we also have the tarot Nefertari, which means beautiful companion in Egyptian. So that's really rather special. So let's move on with your reading. Capricorn, let's see what's in your headspace. What are you thinking about with regards to your soulmate? Thank you, Spirit. What are you thinking about? There we go. So you have the Star card. The Star card means, it's a divinely guided, divinely protected journey, this soulmate journey. So this is what Spirit's firstly pointing out. You've gone through something that's been quite traumatic or very painful for you, because now you've processed, you've come through to a place where you've come to deep healing. You've gone through a sort of unpeeling of onion layers, as I call it. You've gone within, you've looked for the answers within, and now you're at a place of peace. And you've been very vulnerable. When I say being vulnerable, a lot of people spend their entire lives not looking within for the answers, and so they're constantly looking without and therefore not getting the answers, or they're transferring feelings onto others for how they feel. You haven't done that. You've done that extraordinary thing about going within, and you've been very much guided by Spirit as well. So, and you see here with the urn she's pouring away, you're sort of emotionally, you've removed, because water represents emotions, you've let go, you've poured away, you've let go, probably with a lot of tears, a lot of emotions a lot of things that don't serve you anymore emotionally. So that's very beautiful to see, Capricorn, in that space, in your headspace, because that means it's been a big journey, but a very transformative journey for you. So let's see what's in your heart space towards your soulmate. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. That flew out. The King of Wands. So you still very much love your soulmate, and it's a very, beautiful love. Wands are symbolic of sort of passions and desires, etc. And this is very much, you're very focused on them. So I think you may be, thinking about them. You see him here in the card, thinking about them a lot at this time. And it's something, they're wearing green, which is representing your heart chakra, and red, which represents a sort of grounding. And he's sort of looking at that chameleon, that sort of lizard. He's sort of very focused on that. And so maybe what I'm feeling is that maybe there's some shifts and change. Chameleons sort of change according to the environments they're in. And maybe there's something that's changed in your environment that's making you, you're aware of it, either in relation to them or to yourself, if that makes sense. There's something that's shifted and changed, and you're very focused on it at the moment. So let's now look at your soulmate, what's in their headspace towards you, my darling. What's in their head? Ooh, lots of cards. Well, I've got here the Five of Cups, which is the one that turned upright. So in their headspace, they have regret and remorse for whatever's happened between you. They're very much still in that, when somebody's in that space, they're in a lack of space, they're in a negative energy space where they can't see you have gone through this transformation with the Star card. They are still in that space of feeling that they've mucked up. You both have mucked up, I don't know, but they're in that lack of space. They're not seeing the positive, that they're not seeing what has come out of this. So therefore, I'm feeling they've still got an awful lot of healing to do, but they're very much thinking about this. And as you know, with the Five of Cups, they're ignoring what's actually right there for them to see, because they're not aware. When you are in that energy, you don't notice what the universe, what God's trying to do, the signs and synchronicities. So, so that's them in their headspace. Sorry if you hear my little dogs occasionally being a bit naughty, but they were with little rustling on the floor. What's in Capricorn Soulmate's heart space? Thank you. So they have the Seven of Wands. So what I'm getting with this, sometimes this can be a defensive card, okay? And sometimes this can be a determined card. I feel at the moment that in their heart space, they're very protective of you. You know, this is what the word that's been given to me. They're very protective of you. And I think sometimes also they don't want to feel these emotions that they're feeling. It's almost like these are these sort of emotions coming towards them, and they're trying to close themselves off from those emotions. That's what I'm also receiving. But they're holding that wand. So they have a lot of feeling for you, and there's also a protectiveness there as well. Those are the two messages I'm getting with that card. And they're also maybe, this is in their heart, so this is their feelings. Maybe they're feeling a defensiveness about what's happened. You know, they're still feeling a little defensive about why it's happened, which shows me that they're not quite there yet, bless them, with sort of taking that journey within. While I was talking to you, the Five of Pentacles came out, which means it's that sort of lack of feeling, as I was saying, that feeling of being in the negative space. You know, why has this happened to me? And not seeing what's good around them. What happened is, you know, the universe always says yes. So, but if you project out, you know, a feeling of lack of, you're going to just receive all the more back. So let's see what their intentions are towards you. Capricorn Soulmate's intentions, please. Thank you. So at the moment you've got, it's interesting, you've got the Queen of Cups and you've got this Eight of Swords. And I'm going to take both of those because they both came out. So there's a lot of love there for you with the Queen of Cups, okay? This is how they see you, as this Queen of Cups, and that's very beautiful. I know that they know that you are focusing on your self-love at the moment. Do you see she's holding this one cup and she's focusing on that? And they're very drawn to that. You know, you're sitting there, you're speaking your truth, you're wearing blue there, you're being very much guided by spirit, you see, with the angels around you as well. And you're not doing anything, you're not coming to them, which is exactly right. You're allowing them the space to go through what they need to go through, because you understand, having gone through this deep healing with the Star card, that the most important thing that you can do at this time is focus on your self-love and your self-worth, and well done you, you're doing exactly that. They're in this Eight of Swords at the moment, so they are trapped in this reality that they've created themselves. They're in this Five of Cups space. They're trapped in that fear space, and when somebody is trapped in that fear space, what it simply means is that they're not standing back and observing what is happening to them. They're in a space where they can't see literally the wood from the trees. And they're creating more of that same reality by having these negative thoughts. We create our own reality through our thoughts. So it's, you know, as you know, with having gone through this deep healing, that, you know, when you focus and think on something, the universe will always respond to it, and it will respond to how you're feeling about it. And if you're feeling just so sorry for yourself and negative, and of course we all go through that during a process, the universe will keep giving you triggers until you heal that. You know, they're trapped at the moment in that space. But they see you, this is what's beautiful, it's almost like a draw to them. It's making them think, you know, that they're actually going, they're starting this process. And it's obviously been a while ago, because you don't get the star card overnight. It happens for a long time. But what is beautiful is they see you as this person, okay? These are their intentions towards you. At the moment in time, they're not doing anything. Thank you, Spirit. So one of the things is to remember to allow somebody their journey at the right time for them, because then that's also, with your connection with them, the right time for you. When something doesn't happen when you want it to happen or how you want it to happen, it is simply God protecting you, because he has always a beautiful plan for all of us for our greatest good. And when you allow your soulmate their journey and you hold the space for them, but as you've been doing, moving forward, that is beautiful. And that's exactly what you've been doing, okay? It's not to say they're not going to come forward, but at this place of mind they are at the moment, they're still battling between that sort of head and heart, okay? So now we're going to look at the pull your socks up card, all right? Let's just see what messages Spirit has for you for that. Oh, no, we're not. We're going to do, I'm so sorry, because I got 2 for their intentions. We're going to do throwing the spanner in the works card. Thank you. Well, that flew out. They obviously wanted, okay, exactly. So, funny it came out before. Not funny, it's just universe. You've got the 5 of Pentacles here, okay? So this is, I don't believe this is a message for you, all right? But as I say to you, I say to myself, and so this is what we, you know, how we share messages from Spirit. For you or for your soulmate, let's focus on your soulmate here, because this is what Spirit's sort of saying, this throwing the spanner in the works card, because they're in this lack of energy, because they can't see their way out of it at the moment, and they're going through those early stages of healing. This is what is slowing down that wheel of fortune, but that's the pace it's meant to be at, okay? They are moving through it. It is painful and it's hard. You see he's on crutches and he's got his bandage, but they are determined. There is a determination there. And I see also that, you know, she's wearing that sort of green again. This is, you know, you're both missing each other. I understand that. Do you see, going back to the King of Wands, it's the same outfit here that this lady's got here. Okay, so you're both represented in this card. I understand that you miss them. I understand all of that. But they're there in your heart. Always remember that. And you're connected. Everybody's energy. You're always connected to them. And, you know, thank you, Spirit, what I'm feeling is, and what I'm being told is, that those thoughts of you, that the missing you and everything, is Spirit is urging them forward through this journey, this harder, darker soul part of the journey that they're going through at the moment. And although it's painful, they're doing it for you. And you're there energetically with them. Do you see? Yes, so that's a very clear message from Spirit there. So you in that King of Wands and having gone through that star, you're there for them. You're the energy that's pulling them. You're like this guiding light, this beacon of light for them. Thank you, Spirit. So now we're going to look at Pull Your Socks Up card from Spirit and see what messages they have for you, Capricorn. There we go. Well, how about this? You've got the Ace of Pentacles. So this is what's so beautiful. So this is Spirit reminding you to say, this is where you are at the moment. It's an amazing place to be. I'm sure you'll agree, where you've gone through that and you've transformed, you've evolved your soul. Remember, every relationship is for the evolution of our soul, and you've gone through that. And so Spirit is saying to you, you've got all sorts of amazingly wonderful, divinely guided things coming your way, beautiful opportunities, offers, things that are grounding, new starts and things. I'm sure they've already started happening for you. I'm sure you're seeing signs and synchronicities, but it's that reminder about, thank you, Spirit, every day you recreate yourself anew, and that's what you know now. And every day you have an opportunity to be grateful. And you know when you're in that grateful space, you know that I am are the 2 most powerful words you can use, and whatever you put after them shapes your reality. So you know, you are in that I am grateful space and this is why these things are happening, your soulmate blessing at the moment is I am sad. Okay, so that is a really lovely, and you know, thank you Spirit, you know you're on your path here. You've got the path here. This is just beautiful. Okay, and now we're going to look at, you know, kind of what's coming in for you in the near future. Thank you Spirit. What's coming in for Capricorn in the near future? Thank you Spirit, thank you. Thank you. There we go. Wow, you have the start of a whole... Sorry, my dogs were barking. Look at this. This is what's coming in for you. You have the Fool card. So the Fool card is the start of a brand new cycle. And of course it's going to come after this near future. This is your near future coming in. So, no, sorry, this was your Pull Your Socks Up card from Spirit, just to remind you about what's around you and how amazing you are in terms of seeing what you're manifesting, you're consciously manifesting. And now you've got this Fool card. This is your near future coming in. This is the start of a brand new cycle for you. And, you know, the Fool card is that sort of symbol that, you know, you've got the flowers here. Where's the flower on this card? There it is. It's that symbol of releasing things that no longer serve you. You're carrying with you that bag as that untapped spiritual knowledge on your journey that you'll dip into as and when you need to, and Spirit's there to, because we always get told things at exactly the right time, exactly divine timing that we need to know them. And I see here the doggy here. This is your higher self. This is your soul. It's your best friend. And they know they're there to protect you and guide you. And they know what's on your journey ahead of you. And they're excited. They're really excited. And not a lot of people kind of hang out on this cliff edge. It's a very exciting feeling. And you know it's about letting go and going with the flow. It's let go, let God, and allow the universe to step in. So this is really beautiful to see. You've got this whole new cycle coming in. What a lovely reading. Okay, so now we're going to do some clarifiers for you with the Tarot Nefertari and see what deeper messages we have for some of these cards. Thank you. Okay, so... thank you for clarifying the Star card. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for clarifying the Star card. Too many cards. Thank you for clarifying the Star card. Goodness me. Okay, so that's the card that flew over. So you have the Eight of Cups. So you walked away from something, or somebody walked away from you. And it's something that was divinely guided. It was soul guided. I think it's, you know, it's very different, these cards in the Nefertari deck. So you see here the tree here, that kind of represents something, and the person is kneeling there as well. So for me that says it's something that now you can look back on and be grateful for it happened, because you understand that everything happens for you, not to you. And this was a connection. You know, soulmates come into our lives, God sends them into our lives for all sorts of reasons, and because we have such a deep connection with them, they come into our lives also to trigger these deep hurts that we are being asked to release and let go of for our greatest good, for the evolution of our soul. And you understand that, and that's very, very beautiful to see. The fact that these 8 cups are sort of separated like this, you know, the 4 of cups is when somebody's in that, again, that lack of, and looking at things that aren't quite right for them, but ignoring that other cup. So whatever this relationship was, I feel that it was something that, however lovely a lot of it wasn't, you knew it wasn't making you happy, 4 of cups, so you walked away. Okay. So now we're going to look at the King of Wands. This is what's in your heart space. Thank you, Spirit. More information. Thank you for more information on the King of Wands. Thank you. Too many cards, please. Thank you, thank you. There we go. Wow, so you've got the 8 of Swords. With the 8 of Swords, I think you have... so the 8 of Swords again is that trapped fear space. So whatever you feel for your soulmate, it's something that is It's something that's caught you up, again, in that same fear space. Let me just show you the picture here, okay? So there's still, with your deep healing, there's still anxiety and a feeling of unsureness and sort of, I'm getting that sort of walking on eggshells. There's still healing for you to do as well. You love them, but there is still healing that things that you're not wanting to look at and recognize, and that's very understandable. It takes a lot to sort of go within, and you know, with that Eight of Swords, remember again, we're saying there's always a right time for everything. But what I like about this Eight of Swords is you've got the Four Swords here, which, as you know, the Four of Swords cards is healing, and then you've got the Three of Swords here, which is heartbreak. And you've got this one sword here, which is what I always see, clarity and truth. So, thank you, Spirit. So where I see this in relation to in your heart space, that you are healing, as we know with the Star card, you are healing, you have gone through heartbreak, but you are now beginning to understand and have that clarity about what this relationship is, how much you love them. And you know what? You keep loving them, because everybody, you know, they are obviously extraordinary person. You've gone through a lot with them, and everybody, people don't intend to hurt other people. They just do it from their own place of pain. And it's also a reminder, thank you, Spirit, for me to say to you that you when you have a very deep connection with somebody, you have a knowing about how you feel, and you have a knowing about how they feel. And if you have that knowing, my darling, this is your King of Wands here. If you have that knowing, then always trust in your knowing. That's your soul talking to you. And always trust in your heart. You know, don't, as you have understood, don't be guided by your thoughts so much, but how you feel about things. So I actually, having seen this Eight of Swords initially, which is kind of that throwing the spanner in the works card, they're also reminding me here that it is partly not just your soulmate's head space and heart space, but a little bit of you too. But because they've broken it down, they're telling me just how far you have come as well. So, okay. See, it's very different, these Nefertari cards. They give different meanings for that card. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. So now we're going to look at the Five of Cups, which is what's in your soulmate's headspace. Five of Cups, please. Thank you, Spirit. Five of Cups. Thank you, thank you. Well, that wanted to come out. So they've got the Ten of Swords. So the Ten of Swords is the end of the cycle. As you know, it tends to the end of a cycle. And what I'm feeling is that they're feeling, this is their Five of Cups, remorse and guilt, about, and there's more than one person in this as well, okay? Normally there's just one person in the Ten of Swords. There's 1, 2, 3 here. So I don't know if there was somebody else involved in this relationship you have with your soulmate, but this is their remorse and guilt for this Ten of Swords, and I'm feeling this is what they have felt that they have done to you. It sort of almost stabbed you in the back, because there's more than one person here involved. So may not be for all of you, it just may be their actions towards you that has, without anybody else involved, caused them to feel this absolute remorse and guilt about what they've done. Let's look at the Seven of Wands. This is in their heart space. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Seven of Wands, thank you. Got 2 cards here. Oh, okay. Well, look at that. You've got the King and the Queen of Pentacles have come out facing each other. So, my darling, if ever you are unsure about how they feel, this is how they feel. Okay? So, remember what I talked about. You know, Pentacles, in some senses, are the kind of realization of ideas, realizations of things in the physical world. They know that you are a match. A match is kind of the wrong way to say. They know that you have something amazing between them. You know, they see you as the Queen of Pentacles here, okay? And the Queen of Pentacles is somebody who is grounded and has set healthy boundaries and doesn't have to rush decisions, does not look for love outside of themselves because they found their own self-love. They're a catch, they're amazing, you know, and they see you as that. And this is their, I mean, this is beautiful, the King and Queen of Pentacles looking at one another. And what I'm also seeing here is this king looks, you know, he's kind of reaching out. He's looking a little nervous, but he's reaching out. And she's got both her hands up here. So what I'm feeling with this is energetically at the moment, you know it's not the right time. I feel this is almost a little check-in with your soulmate. You may have had similar readings before. And you're putting your hands up here because energetically you're pushing them away at the moment because you know they still need to go through healing. But this is the connection between you. Quite beautiful. So that's in their heart space. And yes, they've got 1 foot forward, you see, and you're standing still. You're in that receiving mode, but when it's the right time, it's always a right divine timing for everything. So now we're going to look at the next one is their intentions towards you. So remember you had the Queen of Cups, about your self-love, how they see you, and they're in that 8 of Swords. So please clarify the Queen of Cups and the 8 of Swords. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. I'm giving you 2 cards again. So you've got the 6 of Wands and you've got the Devil. Okay, so I'm going to put them exactly as they've come out with the other cards. So you've got the 6 of Wands, okay, with this Queen of Cups. So what I'm immediately seeing here is they want, okay, thank you. They want whatever they decide, however they play this out is what I'm being told, however they end up approaching you, they want it to be right, they want to be successful, they don't want to do or say the wrong thing, okay? Now in this 6 of Wands, and I don't know if this is what it's meant to be, but I'm seeing almost like a little mirror here that they're looking at, so it's almost like it's a reflection of themselves. So whatever you're going through, thank you, Spirit, whatever you're going through at the moment, which is this beautiful period of self-love, it's helping them look at themselves as well, okay? And it's bringing that sense of peace too. It's bringing them to a point, you see the wands all come down to one point, it's bringing them, focusing them on what they need to focus on in order to be victorious, successful, for this to go the way that they want it to go. And you see here these 2 sort of beautiful, almost popular trees there, just like you're both on the, thank you, Spirit, you're both on, you know how these sort of trees in England, they certainly kind of line a road or a driveway, a long driveway, or, you know, a place of moving forward. So it's Spirit's telling me you're on that same path together, but they're just a little bit behind you. And the 8 of Swords is clarified by the Devil card. So wherever they are at the moment, okay, so the Devil card, you know, it's just a current, everything goes in cycles, everything's always moving forward. So the Devil card, you know, it's about living in fear, as this is clarified by the 8 of Swords. It's about addictions, it's about codependency. So whatever space they're in at the moment, whether it's with somebody else, and you've got 2 people in this car, but you see neither of them are looking at each other, and there's no balance here in this, you know, one's almost hiding from the other, and wherever they are at the moment, they feel trapped in that, but that's not to say it's because God has put them there. So if you're feeling anything, if they're with somebody else, perhaps these words might help you. Be grateful to that person because God has sent that person into their lives to help trigger them and heal them. Everything happens for you, remember, not to you. So be grateful to whoever they're with because that person has been sent by God to help them shift and change. They will. And if they don't this time, they'll go into another cycle and do it again. So let's now see, this is your pull your socks up card where you've got your Ace of Pentacles, which is just lovely, and that flew out. Yes, look at this. So you've got the Knight of Wands. So the Ace of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands is about you. So whatever's coming in for you, okay? This is Pull Your Socks Up card. This is a reminder, all right? So you've got something lovely coming in from the universe, okay? You've got something, lots more than lovely things coming in from the universe, thank you. And, you know, wands are symbolic, as I said, of your passions, your desires, your creativity, energy, all those sort of things, your career as well. So you could have something, you know, this is what, maybe there's something that's happened already, or it's around you, or you can feel it happening. Something's coming in that's just going to take your focus. And I do feel here it's something to do with work, because this Knight of Wands is very sort of busy, looking industrious and doing work type of things, not romance type of things. And I think that's what this Ace of Pentacles is referring to you, but it's something that you will feel amazing about. And something, thank you Spirit, it's something creative. Look how he's drawing and writing. I don't know if you're a writer or an artist or just an entrepreneur, focus on it. If you have those feelings, if you have that excitement, whenever you get excitement about doing something, that's your soul telling you. So listen to the feelings, you know, and remember that if you're, you know, when you're on your soul's path, things will happen beautifully and magically, you know, almost effortlessly, because you're manifesting it, and it's something that makes you feel good. And so Spirit will come, they want you to, for this to flow naturally. So this is really lovely, Capricorn. Now let's look at the Fool card, which is your near future. Thank you Spirit. One card please for near future. Thank you. So you have, wow, this is amazing. So you have the High Priestess. So, well, having gone through all that star stuff, we know that you know the High Priestess. So the High Priestess is somebody who is completely connected. She understands as above, down below. You understand that whole connection with conscious manifesting as opposed to subconscious manifesting. You understand about the divine law of things. You know, Torah means divine law, and you understand that things happen at the time that they're meant to happen. You're being silent at the moment. You are observing much more than speaking, and you're focused on you. I mean, I'm seeing here as well, you're focused on, she's actually got sort of a white pillar and a red pillar. So you're focused on things that are very grounding for you, and you're focused on things that bring you peace. And peace actually means happiness. And look how connected you are with these two beautiful feathers in terms of being guided by Spirit. I do feel some of you may be writers, or you're doing something regarding something to do with writing at the moment. So that's really, really beautiful. What a card to finish on in terms of your near future coming in. You've gone on a real journey, Capricorn, and I know that you understand that the most important thing for you is, you know, you understand that every relationship is given to us for the evolution of our soul, and that you are moving forward in your journey, and that I know you love your soulmate. I can see that with the King of Wands. And they do love you too. You know, they see you as that Queen of Cups. You have the King and Queen of Pentacles together. You're a very powerful couple, and I think you know, together you're amazing. And people have noticed that around you as well. But it's about, you've come to that understanding that you are focused on your path, and you allow your soulmate their journey at their time, because it's through allowing somebody the experiences. Because it's people, you can't heal somebody else, as you know, only they can heal themselves. And so when you allow somebody the experiences that they're meant to do, is to, you know, guided by God, then that allows the natural progression of things, and you're holding the space for them. So I'm going to pull you some love messages. Thank you, Spirit. Love messages for Capricorn from their soulmate. Thank you. Well, I shouldn't laugh, sorry, but it was just about the silence. You know, I talked about the High Priestess, and you've been quiet at the moment and observing. You've got, I've been bleeding in your silence. So that was just Spirit coming through and confirming that. And I've also got, I don't care how hard being together is, nothing is worse than being apart. And I am struggling to find the right words to say to you. So, they are having a tough time, and I know you love them. And what you can do, as I'm sure you're doing already, just send them love and light in your thoughts. We're all energy, and they will feel it energetically. Just send them love and light and forgiveness if there is things that they've done, that if you've still got some things to release with that Five of Pentacles. It's about forgiving others brings yourself peace, and you do it because you understand they've done it from a place of pain. So when you have that understanding and compassion for that, then you can forgive and let it go. And then let's do, this is the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck. Thank you, Spirit. 1 or 2 cards, please. Thank you for Capricorn. Thank you. I don't need to do any more on that. High Priestess, again, you've got 2 High Priestesses. Capricorn, you are amazing. You are absolutely fabulous. Whatever you've been doing, Spirit is saying, well done, my darling, because you really have come into, you are completely guided, and you know, and you're connected, and you're allowing God, the universe, to show you the way. And it's harness mystic power. I mean, how beautiful is that? And the fact that, you know, this card is an Egyptian card, and you had the same Egyptian High Priestess here. I don't know if you've got any past lives, Egyptian past lives connections here, or, you know, whether there is something. I'd love to hear if anybody has some sort of knowing about some Egyptian past life, or if they're from Egypt, or just be fascinated, because that's amazing. I was also going to pull you my Keepers of the Light Oracle card. Thank you. Let's pull one of those for you. One of those. Thank you, Spirit. 1 or 2, please. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. There we go. And you've got Mercury, open communication. Get a weight off your chest. Speak up with love and be heard. Okay, so if there is, you know, that feeling, you know, you had this 8 of Cups and you had this 8 of Swords. If there is something, thank you, Spirit, if there is something you want to say to them, but you don't feel you can say it to them, there's an amazing thing with unconscious letter writing, and you can write them a letter, and you don't think about what you write. You just put the pen to paper, and whatever comes out, it's a beautiful way of getting energy and feelings out of yourself that you don't even know are there. Sometimes you just keep writing until you want to stop. You don't think about it. You don't send it to them. You don't read it back yourself, because you're taking back in the energies. Go and burn it outside and let it go with love. So that's one way of doing it. I am seeing with this card, you know, these 2 snakes. It's being guided by Spirit with this wand, and there are these 2 snakes intertwined, and that's about soulmate lessons, learning each other and mirroring each other and learning from each other. And if there is something that you do want to say, when it says speak up with love and be heard, it means when you speak from your soul, when you speak from your higher self, when you're not speaking from a pain body, but you're speaking from a place of peace and love, other souls listen to you because you're talking that soul language, and it's very beautiful, and you will be heard. You see, they'll listen and you will be heard. And this blue here is representing that throat chakra. So I leave you to interpret how you wish about that, whether you're ready to communicate with your soulmate or not. But if you're not, and you're just in that receiving mode, and you still have some things to release, then do your unconscious letter writing. I hope that helped, my darlings, helped whoever out there was meant to listen to that. I am sorry, I'm just going to do one more. This is amazing. You've got soul expansion on the bottom of the deck, and you've got your consciousness is expanding. You understand the connection between all things, and that's extraordinary. So look how beautiful, you know, that with the star card, and you see here and here. And that just says, as I said, it's about us above, down below, and you consciously are aware of how things work. That's amazing. What a lovely reading, Capricorn. I am going to be doing your weeklies next weekend. In the meantime, if I don't catch you there, in the meantime, have a lovely August, and I'll be doing obviously September towards the end of August. If you did resonate with this reading, I would be very grateful if you would like, share and subscribe. And if you'd like a personal reading, please do contact me. All of the details are in the description box below. I'm doing an introductory rate at the moment. So take care and have a lovely rest of the week. Bye.